and welcome to Aseat With Me podcast. My name is Solène and I am your host. I hope you are doing great. I'm coming to you energized and happy to be here. Berlin is, well, it's not completely warm, but it's sunny at least. The sun is back in Berlin. The sun, remember that Berlin exists, and it's getting warmer and warmer, and it's just, you turn into a whole new person. People are nice and polite in Berlin. People are sunny, people are smiling and happy to be here. It's like a whole new rebirth. And I know that for some people, they celebrate the new year. I mean, kind of spiritually, quote unquote, they celebrate the new year around March. I know that in Iran, New Year's, I don't want to say it wrong. I do not want to say it wrong, but it's spelled Nowruz. It's the new year in March. So, nature is born again. We are born again. And I love that. For me, I cannot wait to go to the park for the first time. And today I had something that the episode that I wanted to talk about today, something that I've been struggling myself with. And that's why I want to make every episode very relatable, because I'm going through the same stuff. And I like to share my journey with you in hopes that maybe it can help you and motivate you. And it's perfectionism. And it's the fact that very often we are we are getting in our own way with our perfectionism, right? Even with this podcast. It was in my head for so long, for so many years, but because I thought that I did not have the right tools, it was not the right time, I did not have the right things to say, I did not have any episode ready, or I did not have the right logo, or etc., then I pushed the start date. And even this year I really want to try a bunch of various projects, and I'm forcing myself to not start when I'm perfect, not wait to be perfect, not wait to be ready, and just start when I have the idea, start where I am. And so I guess that the question of the episode would be, have you ever not started something because you were afraid that it wouldn't be perfect? Did the fact of something not being perfect enough, so something not being ready, ever stopped you from starting something, from applying to a job or launching a project, launching a business? If yes, you are getting your little perfectionism get in your way, and so many people are doing that. But we need to understand that success is definitely not about being perfect. Success is not about being perfect. Success is about staying in the game long enough so that the world has no choice but notice you. And this is exactly what I want to talk to you about in this episode. And by the end of this episode, I hope that I will help you free yourself from the shackle and the pressure of perfectionism, that I can actually motivate you to not just start, but keep going and create your version and your image of success, whatever that may be. There's no one version of success, whatever that looks for you, right? Because perfection is a myth. Perfection does not exist, and society makes us believe that we need to have everything figured out at all time. There is no room for a beginner. There is no room for failure. If we listen to society, you need to have your life in order by the age of 5, right? And you need to make the right decision every single time, but that is just not true. And sometimes you won't take action just because you're scared of making the wrong choice, or maybe that's not the right decision. Maybe I should wait before launching my social media, before posting on social media. Maybe you're scared of going to the gym because you're scared of doing the wrong exercise, or you are scared of how people will look at you, or the fact that you are scared of making the wrong choice is keeping you in a state of inaction. But the thing is, there is no such thing as the perfect choice. The only choice that exists is the choice that you commit to. There is no perfect decision. The right decision is the decision that you commit to. Does that make sense? If you want to launch the business, if you want to start posting on social media, if you want to start sharing your art with people, publishing a book, you don't have to wait for it to be the perfect decision. You just have to commit to doing that. That is the right choice. Right? And that is the mindset that we need to have in order for us to get out of this perfectionism loop, because we are getting in our own way. The world is ready and willing to receive whatever you have to share, and we need it. Walking in your purpose will never be a selfish act. It is for the benefit of the community. And when you stay stuck in perfectionism, first of all, it's an issue with also wanting to control everything. We're going to talk about that another time. I'm not gonna, but it also stops you from even trying things, because it stays in your head and it stays a dream or an idea. You have all these dreams and these ideas. You want to start cooking more, you want to share your art with the world, or you want to start writing, or you want to do public speaking, for example, right? But because it stays in your head, and because you think that you don't have the right clothes, you don't have the right background, you don't have the right, you don't have enough art pieces to sell, or you don't have the right body shape or the right whatever, the right haircut, because you lie to yourself about all this stuff, because this is not true. You're not even trying all this beautiful stuff that your soul is calling you to do, and that your higher self, quote unquote, is begging you to start. And so that's the loop that we need to get out from, because when you're actually doing that, you are actually focusing on how things look rather than how they feel. How do you feel when you do your art? How do you feel when you want to do all this stuff? That's what matters the most. If you feel aligned, happy, fulfilled, that's what you should focus on. Feeling all the good emotions that you want to feel, not how it looks, not how you look while launching yourself, not the wardrobe, not the background, not the lighting, not the tools, not the how things look does not matter, but how do they feel to you? How does that feel to produce the art, to share it with the world, to talk in front of a room, right? To edit your video, to think about the concept, to think about your next content. If it feels good, good. Keep doing it over and over and over again for as long as you feel good. Because perfection, it keeps you in the state of preparing rather than doing. You're going to start buying all the tools to start posting on social media. You're going to start downloading all the apps and everything, right? You're going to buy new clothes. You're going to buy a new lighting. Or even if you are an artist, you're going to buy all the tools that TikTok and Instagram are telling you to do. So instead of just putting your art out there, instead of launching your website, you're going to build a beautiful website for a month, or you're going to put your Instagram, the Instagram of your business, on private, and you're going to do the logo 500 times. You stay in the preparation loop instead of just launching yourself. And I know that it sounds so easier said than done. I know. You need to hear that you are stuck in this perfectionism loop, and it is preventing you from actually doing the things that you said you would do. And if you want to reach your version of success, sometimes you will need to do something about it. You need to put the art out. You need to launch yourself. You need to share your service and your dreams and goals with the people who are around you, right? And all of that is in your head. Again, the world is begging you to share your purpose and what makes you happy with them. If there is something that makes you happy, please do it, so that there can be more happy people, and more fulfilled and happy people on this planet, right? And because the truth about success, and that's something that you learn and that you discover when you hear people talk about their own journeys, that success is not about perfection. Success is about certainty. Success is not about being perfect. Success is about being sure, 100% sure and certain that you will succeed. Perfection is definitely not a requirement to success. Perfection actually does not even guarantee success. How many people do you know have done the quote-unquote perfect thing? They went to the perfect school and get the perfect diploma. They got the perfect partner, the perfect house. They did what they thought, or what we thought is perfect. And still, that does not guarantee success, because this is not how you reach success. You reach success by showing up and by believing in yourself even before you see proof of your success. And that is directly linked to, detaching from your reality and shutting down the noise, and really creating the mindset of, I know I'm going to do it. No matter which turn I take right now, no matter which actions, no matter which steps I'm taking right now, my destination at the end of this road is success. And I know that I'm going to reach it. And so that requires a lot of mindset work to believe in yourself even before everyone else does. Just so you know, I believe in you. So if you think that no one believes in you, that's not true. I believe in you. I love you more than life itself. No matter who, no matter where, no matter what. But you need to believe in yourself before everyone else does. You need to move forward even when things don't look perfect. I'm going to take the example of social media because I know that a lot of people, they stop themselves from posting on social media because they don't have the right lighting, or their house, their bedroom, their kitchen don't look aesthetic. This should not stop you. So many people are stopping themselves from posting, from taking photos, or whatever the case might be, because they think that it needs to look perfect, because you're comparing yourself to people who have invested hours and hours and hours and sometimes years of their lives, and like thousands of dollars, thousands of euros into something, right? And you believe that you need to be there right away. You think that that's what they started. You think that your favorite content creator, your favorite entrepreneur, your favorite actor, you think that they started with all of that? No. The only reason why they are there now, when you get to look at them and admire them, is because they kept going and they started when things did not look perfect. So success is not about perfection. It's about being sure that you will succeed. And that is all a mindset game. Your favorite celebrity, your favorite public figure started exactly where you are right now. Remember that. Okay, so the aim is not to be perfect. Do not aim to be perfect. Aim to fall in love with the process of becoming great, with the process of creating your version of success. Don't just fall in love with the perfection of it. So there's no point. Again, perfection is a myth. But fall in love with the process of creating your art, sharing your art, do public speaking, recording content, editing content. Fall in love with the path. And then, slowly but surely, you're going to have new ideas, and you're going to improve, and you're going to get better and better and better. And the things that you are doing now will be 10 times better by next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. And falling in love with the path means being consistent. I will never shut up about the power of consistency. I will always tell you, girl, be disciplined and consistent, and you will reach whatever you want to reach. Nothing is out of your reach. You can achieve everything that you want, obviously. You just need to be consistent and disciplined, and showing up on your way to wherever you want to go, showing up on your way to achieving your success and creating your vision is way more important than being perfect. Showing up every day, creating art, or sharing a piece of content, or working on your craft, on your writing, on your storytelling, on your cooking, that is so much more important than being perfect at it. Remember, perfection is not a requirement for success. The people who are ahead, the people that you consider are ahead or successful, they did not get there because they were perfect. They took imperfect action. They took imperfect action. That's the only difference between you and the person that you think is ahead. They just kept going. They just kept showing up. And you think that you are stuck because you wait for perfection. That is the only difference. But you need to show up. You will not improve at anything if you just keep thinking about it. We don't improve by thinking. We improve by doing. I cooked this paprika jam, okay? Because I was at a friend's, I was invited somewhere, and her mother cooked a paprika jam. It's just paprika jam, that's what it is. And I thought, oh my God, this is delicious. I want to cook it again. She told me 4 ingredients. Oh, you need to know I don't like to cook. This is not my thing, but I have to do it. Well, I do it once a month with love because we have a potluck, etc., etc. And so I tasted that. She gave me the recipe, and I said, oh, great, for the potluck that we have with friends, I'm gonna cook that. Guess what? I almost burned the house down. Fire alarm, etc., etc. I almost lost a pot because I burned a whole thing of paprika jam. I went out, I got my little paprika. You need vinegar, water, sugar. I had all of that, but I didn't have paprikas in the house. I burned it down. Because I did not know how to do it, but I wanted to learn. I wanted to cook that for the potluck, right? You know how I improved and how I ended up bringing it to the potluck? I went out again and I bought more paprikas because I don't always buy paprikas. It was very much for that recipe. I went out and I did it again and I learned from my mistake. And that time I sat next to the stove and I babysit that little pot, and it was better. It was good that time. You know what I mean? And I will only improve if I keep doing it. If it stayed in my head for just a month, I would have never made a great paprika jam for the potluck, right? And now, if I do it a third time and a fourth time, etc., it's gonna only get better. And the people who taste the paprika jam number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they will never know that my first time I almost burned my kitchen to the ground. They will never know that my entire kitchen smelled like burnt syrup for an entire day. They would never know the struggle that it was to bike really quickly to the store to get more paprikas for the jam. They don't need to know it. They will just be like, oh my God, that is such a great paprika jam. Because that's how you improve, by doing, not thinking about it. You need to accept to being perfect. It won't be perfect at first. You will probably burn a few pots and pans, just like me, right? But over time, you will get better and better and better. The more you do something, the better you become at it. That is the secret. The more you do something, the better you become at it. And whatever it is that you want to achieve, whoever it is you want to become, it is within your reach. You simply need to keep going and free yourself from the shackle of perfection. It will become perfection. You think that the Simone Biles of the world, the Stephen Curry, the LeBron James, the Sha'Carri Jackson of the world, you think that they only train when they feel perfect in order to become some of the greatest athletes of our time? You think that your favorite music, your favorite song was created and sang perfectly the first time? No, of course not. It required time and practice and trial and errors and so many failures. Everyone that you admire today, they had way more failure than successes. And in your pursuit of perfection, you are preventing yourself from living in your purpose, from living your truth, and from being happy. And you know what? It's so easy to idealize things and people in our head, because as long as it stays a project in your head, of course it's beautiful. Maybe you're going to try it and be like, actually, I hate this. Actually, I hate this. Maybe you want to publish a book, or maybe you want to start a hobby, maybe pottery, or I don't know, cooking classes, mosaic classes, and it's been in your head and in your mind for so long. And you're going to try it and you're going to be like, actually, I hate this. But the only way that you know that is to actually do it and free yourself from the shackle of everything. You want to take dance classes, but you're like, oh, I don't dance well enough, or I don't have the correct outfit to go dancing. That is stupid. Free yourself from that, please and thank you. And I'm pretty sure that there is something in your life that you've been delaying because you're waiting for the perfect time. What is something in your life that you've been delaying because you're waiting for the perfect time? And what is preventing you from starting today? That list is a list of excuses. If you want to share your art, if you want to start posting on social media, I don't care what your background looks like. I don't care what your clothes look like. I don't care what your hair, what is your lighting situation. You need to have a freaking film set, professional lighting, and a 400 or 4,000 euros camera. No. If you want to post on social media, you record something and you post it. If you want to launch your coaching business, you don't have to have the perfect website and the perfect program and everything thought out. You do not wait to reach perfect. And also, it will always be further and further and further, because, okay, I'm pretty sure that if I give you all the material that you need, you will still tell me, but I'm still missing this, and this, that, and the third, because you're getting in your own way. Okay, so make peace with the fact that you are a beginner. I told you at the beginning of this episode, right? Society makes us believe that we need to have everything figured out. There is no room to be a beginner. When it comes to cooking, I am worse than a beginner. I need to accept the fact that of course I burned the pot. I don't know how to cook. I've never done this before. I did not know that water and sugar turn into syrup that fast, and when there's no more water, I did not know that. But I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna take my bike, go to the store real quick and buy more paprikas. By the way, I have some spare paprikas if anyone wants some, because I bought way too much because I thought to myself, I might burn it again. I learned from my lesson. So accept that you are a beginner. It's okay. You're not an expert. You're not born to be an expert writer, artist, social media person, business owner, cook. You will become an expert when you put that 10,000 hours. That's the thing, 10,000 hours to become an expert or something. But that's why you need to fall in love with the process of learning. I love doing my little jammy jam. I can't wait to do it again. And it will be better. And it will be a little less thick, because it was a little thick. I would like for it to be a little more syrupy. Anyway, I would add a few things to add a few flavor. Like you need to fall in love with the process of it more than the destination. It's okay to be a beginner. None of us are experts at anything, not even life. Certainly not life. Understand that success is in showing up, not in perfection. I don't care what you look like. How does it feel? What does success feels like? What matters is that you keep going, please. I know that it's hard. I know that there's so much more failures on the way than successes. I know that the doubt is, does it matter? Does anyone care? Will everyone laugh at me or stop caring? I know, my God, like if you can have even a glimpse of the doubt in my brain, I get you. But even on the path, if you believe in yourself more than everyone else, if you believe that you will be successful, guess what? You will. The first step is to believe. First, you change your mind, and then your reality has to bend to that. But you need to believe in your success. You need to work on those limiting beliefs. You need to work on yourself first. Do not wait for validation, even though I already told you that I love you, you are amazing, and you will succeed, and I believe in you more than the entire world. Okay? But you need to believe that for yourself. I can tell you that every single day. And most importantly, start before you are ready. Start before you are ready. Readiness comes with action, not from waiting. Not from waiting for things to come to you. Readiness starts by doing the things that you said. You have art that you want to sell, start posting it on social media. Create a little Instagram page and start sharing it and put a price on it. And double it, because I know that you are undervaluing yourself. That's the story for another day. But start before you are ready. Start posting on social media with what you have. Edit on your little phone. Record on your little phone. It does not need to be an iPhone or a Samsung. I don't know brands, but it does not need to be the latest phone. As long as it records, as long as you have TikTok or Instagram on it, you have what it takes. You have a voice, okay? Use it. Start walking in your purpose. Don't wait for your purpose to manifest itself. I need you to walk in your purpose and to walk in your light for real, for real. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, and don't let what people are projecting, people's reality, question your reality. The person that you are envying, that you are admiring, that is just the outside that they're letting us know. Do you know what I mean? Don't want what they have. Does not matter. No one cares. You don't want that. Want what you want. Okay, go after what you want. And the person that you envy, that you admire, it's great to be inspired by someone. It's great. But remember that they were exactly where you are right now. There is way more failures and step backs and imperfect action than successes and joys and happiness and everything that you see. Everything that you see is the result of years of work. But they just fell in love with the process. They fell in love with the path, and they kept going. Even your favorite social media influencer, we like to say that in a year you can transform. Most of the people that we are now seeing at big time content creator, you see them at some events or talking to celebrities, they have been in the game for years, and it's okay and it's beautiful. So when you see someone who seemingly have what you want, even though do not envy, be inspired, but do not envy, do not want what someone else has, want what you want, please remember that you can get that and more if you keep going. And that is the result of taking imperfect action, of believing in yourself more than everyone else, of moving forward even when things don't look perfect, on not aiming to be perfect, but aiming to fall in love with the process and aiming to be consistent. That is it. And then take what they have as inspiration, not as envy or jealousy. We don't do that in my house, in this house, which is also your house. All right? So please remember that your success is not determined by how perfect you are. It is determined by how often you show up. And I want you to show up. I need you to show up because I know that you can. But I need you to understand that this is the only key to success. Everything that you want is just by showing up. And today I want you to make a decision, today or tomorrow. Make a decision to start something, even if it's messy, even if it's not perfect, even if it's crooked and weird and not, do something today or tomorrow, even if it's not ready yet. Okay? I challenge you. So that is the message that I wanted to give you today, because it is something that I've been going through a lot, and I know that a lot of us are being stuck in this perfectionism loop of waiting and preparing instead of just doing. And you will see how fast you will want to improve, to build. I mean, my first episodes were like, oh my God, but now I'm getting better, and I love even with the editing, and I'm adding sounds and the way I'm promoting it, but I needed to start somewhere. The first episodes are hard to watch and to listen, but I'm getting better, right? Even when it comes to posting content and creating content, you need to start in order to be great. Allow yourself to start. And so what is one thing that you are committing to doing imperfectly today? Commit to do something imperfect today in order to be great tomorrow. All right? I love you. I love you. I love you. I believe in you. I see you. I hear you. You can write me at aseatwithmepodcast@gmail.com or on social media. Rate this episode and this podcast because apparently it helped. Share it with a friend who you think is stuck in the perfectionism loop and might need to understand that success is not about perfection. It's about showing up, and it's about certainty. It's about getting in the mindset that you will be successful. It's not about being perfect. And yes. That's it. I hope this episode resonates. I hope it made sense. I hope it motivate you even a little bit, a tiny bit. If you heard some noises, I'm sorry. Berlin is noisy, but welcome to Berlin. I love you dearly. Take care of yourself. Promise? All right. I'll see you next week. Bisous, bye.